Hi, and welcome to David Essel Alive, helping Americans and the world to heal. You're right now watching, listening to the most positive podcast in America. Starting in 1990, so however many years that was ago, we've been ranked as one of the top radio, TV hosts, and podcast hosts that ever walked this earth. We are so grateful for that. My publicist, TJ Torriello, just told us that our podcast is zooming up to the top, which is super exciting. But today we're talking about NBA Mind Health. The NBA has come out with this incredible organization with all of these athletes coming to the forefront saying, hey, listen, even though you may look up to us as stars, even though we're making millions of dollars, we struggle with mental health as well. And the NBA has put out so much time, so much money creating PSAs, public service announcements for television. The website, NBA Mind Health, is just beautiful, just gorgeous. And I want to talk about a couple of the players that have struggled with mental health and that have admitted it. You know, number one is Royce White. Oh, my Lord, I'll never forget this story. Going back a number of years ago, he was drafted out of college. People had the greatest hopes for him in the world. But when he got to the NBA, he had a serious anxiety issue, a serious anxiety problem. And let me tell you something. When this kid was in college, he was a phenomenal player. And I always knew he would be an amazing NBA star. But it never happened. And it's so sad because of a mental health issue. I even forget the NBA team that drafted him, but they did everything in their power to make it work. Having him take buses, having him do everything in the world where he wouldn't have to fly. And eventually they had to let him go. It saddened me as a counselor to see someone with so much talent and so much that he could offer this world that couldn't get the help necessary for his mental health issue of anxiety. Now, NBA Mind Health, the website I highly recommend that you go to, they have answers. There is so much information there. There's so many stories of players that successfully have overcome their challenges. I've talked a lot about Kevin Love, who I love, of course, right now. He's with the Miami Heat. My Miami Heat, by the way. And he admitted in his PSAs that it was the hardest thing in the world to ask for help. You know, professional athletes, I have a book I'm writing right now on sports psychology for professional athletes. Professional athletes have so much pressure coming at them from every angle imaginable that they do need special help. I'm surprised when I hear that when a professional sports team, you know, we have worked with athletes in the world of tennis, BMX racing, believe it or not, basketball, of course, because that's the game I played, football, baseball, everything. I have a major league athlete, baseball player in the major leagues right now. We have more athletes coming in all the time, and that's why I wanted to do this. You know, athletes are admitting they need help at the professional level. So when you and I need help, it's okay. It's okay to raise your hand and say, hey, I've got something going on with this anxiety. I've got something going on with this depression. I have something going on that's sort of keeping me in isolation or an addiction that I don't want to admit. Listen, every addiction is created by a mental health issue. The last person that I'll just mention briefly is Ben Simmons, 6'10" point guard, for God's sake. Incredible gifts, incredible talents. He struggled with physical injuries. He was with the 76ers, traded to the Brooklyn Nets. He has struggled with a back injury and more, but he's also admitted having mental health breakdowns as well, mental health issues as well. So my hat goes off to the NBA for their Mind Health website. We have reached it out to them. We have been in communication with them. We have offered all of our services, which I'm sure they'll take advantage of in the very near future. If you need help, oh my gosh, go to our website, talkdavid.com. We have free books there that talk about addiction, that talk about mental health. You can get them absolutely free. If you want to work with me, we offer everyone a 20-minute free discovery call. So if you're struggling right now or you have a friend that's struggling, let them know. Go, gosh, you can go to talkdavid.com and David will talk to you for 20 minutes. I have struggled with many mental health issues in the past. Everything that you can imagine, clinical depression, generalized anxiety disorder, ADD, ADHD, addictions, which are mental health issues that I mentioned before. So I know what it's like. As a former Division I basketball player, I know from that little level, not to be compared to the NBA, but from that level, I know what the pressure feels like. I know what it's like to be on the free throw line with no time left. you get 2 shots. You're down by 2. If you make them both, you go into overtime. If you miss one, you're gone. I know the pressure because I was the one on the free throw line with no time left. No time left. That means 0-0-0 on the clock. I was the only one standing on the free throw line. I had 2 shots. We were down by 2. If I made them both, we go into overtime. If I missed one or missed both, we lose the game. Because of my belief in myself, and this is not bragging, every athlete knows this, you have to be your greatest fan. I walked up and I nailed both shots and we went into overtime. Even though we lost the overtime game to this team, it was an amazing moment for me to see that when you practice and put in the effort to be in control of your emotional response to stress during any type of a game, basketball, tennis, football, hockey, it doesn't matter. You become the winner. You become the leader. You become the one that people look up to. I want you to have that ability. We teach people how to deal with anxiety, depression, PTSD, overwhelm, stress. We teach people how to do all of these things. And we work with professional athletes as well. So no matter where you fall, go to talkdavid.com. Sign up for the free discovery call. You and I will work together for 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes, believe it or not, we can get to the core. We can move some mountains in a simple 20-minute session with me on the phone. So go to talkdavid.com and always remember this. Every podcast that you see, every video that you watch, every podcast you listen to, all it's going to be is good news with David Essel. You've been listening to the #1 positive podcast in the world, David Essel Alive, helping Americans and the world heal. Everything is at talkdavid.com. Until next time, have an amazing day.